Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 318. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, that's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you would like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, say hello, even promote yourself and or your business. All of that would be great. It would also be great if you could share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So we're going to start with the word page, and let me move my keyboard. Here we are. Whoa. Okay, so basically, the word page is a government and nonprofit information page chock full of really great programs and services, always adding new ones. So just go up and down the page, see what pertains to you, and then I think you'll find something to sign up for. You might even find some place to volunteer for if that's what you're looking for. All right, let me check my settings here. All righty. So usually I tell you about the city vacancies, the various committees, commissions, etc. And interestingly enough, this is the first time that I can remember since announcing these vacancies that there are no vacancies this week. But if you wanted to join one of the committees or commissions next week, they'll be trying to fill the vacancies on the Durham City County Environmental Affairs Board, the Durham Cultural Advisory Board, and the Durham Open Space and Trails Commission. So while you have plenty of time, you just click on the link that's right there on the word page, see what is expected of you in terms of the time spent at meetings, etc. And if you're still interested, you know what to do. So let me now scroll down to the county libraries. All of the Durham County libraries will be open until 8, with it being, wait a minute, is today Monday or Tuesday? Oh my, it feels like Monday. Today's Tuesday. It is so weird. Anyway, they are open until 8. Bragtown, however, is open until 6. They reopen tomorrow at 10, and then Bragtown reopens tomorrow. They reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and then Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, and there's all these different programs that you check out. Like, for example, you can help out with the Durham Community Fridges. There's 2 of them. Basically, these are community-run refrigerators that have like 24/7 accessibility for people who are hungry, people who are struggling in need. So for example, if you go to one of the food giveaways and they give you something that you can't eat, then why not take it to one of the Durham community fridges and help somebody else who's struggling? So the 2 community fridges, one's on the so-called north end and one is more like west. So one is at St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side. That's right behind Whole Foods. And then the other one is at Part and Parcel, 1901 Chapel Hill Road. And then you can park on the side right there if you turn on Dean Street off of Chapel Hill Road. And it's not too far from the Scrap Exchange and the Durham Community Food Pantry. So again, they are open 24/7. You can always take food over there. You can go online. I do have a link so that you can check to see what is in the refrigerators before you head out there. Also, people will let you know if they need tidying up. So maybe you want to take a bucket of water with a little dash of bleach or whatever and a rag and go ahead and clean out one of the refrigerators. If that's what you'd like to do, they would always appreciate that. Again, this is run by the community. So we are the ones who fill up the refrigerators, keep them tidy, et cetera, et cetera. So you can definitely help out with extra, if you have extra food to spare. All righty. Let's check out Durham Tech. There are so many things on this page that I could mention, but I do want you to enjoy your lunch, so I'll just keep everything pretty short and sweet. I will remind you, though. In fact, let me go back to the LEAP program because I do need to tell you about that because the deadline for signing up is the end of the month, which is week after next, which is Monday the 31st. So let me tell you what this is if you don't already know. It's run by the county. Here it is, yes. It's under Durham County Department of Social Services, also known as DSS. So they locally run the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, which is a federal program where they will make a one-time payment to Duke Energy or wherever you're getting your heat to help you catch up with your heating bill. So if you have fallen behind or if you can tell that you're starting to really struggle paying it and you need some help and you're considered low income, and they're very generous what they consider low income. So you can go ahead and sign up for the program, but do it as soon as possible because they spend the money as the people apply for it. So they might be out of money by next week, so go ahead and sign up. So you can call DSS, you can stop by, you can go online. So as soon as possible, if you really think you could use the help and that you are eligible, at the very least, if you're not eligible, then congratulations. At the very worst, they'll say, no, you're not eligible. But if you are eligible, then yeah, you can get that help. But do act now. I mean, right now. Yeah, okay. Now, Durham Tech Small Business Program is downtown at 701 West Main Street. And basically, they help people who want to start businesses, people who are already starting businesses, and maybe they need to learn more in order to be successful. So this week, they're going to have a special event. Wait, the 20th is this week, right? Yes. This Thursday, the 20th, they're going to have a special event for Hispanic, or rather, I should say, business owners who speak Spanish and prefer to get their information in Spanish. Prestamos para pequeños empresarios, and that means loans for small business owners. It's going to be Thursday from noon until 1:30. So if you know someone who's running a business or they're just getting ready to start a business and they speak Spanish, let them know about this special event, which is an in-person event. It's in the Chesterfield Building, 701 West Main Street, Suite 203. So it's the second floor. And they can go ahead and click on that link that I provided. It's in Spanish, and they can go ahead and sign up for this free event. Now, let's see if there are any free classes that are being offered by one of the various community colleges across the state. Very often they run these wonderful classes. They're free. What's really nice is that they're live, which means you can actually ask questions. I love that. So let's see what they have for us today. Let's see. Tuesday. Oh, here we are. Here's a class that starts at 2 o'clock, from 2 until 3:30. Google Tools for Business. So you can learn all about how to better use Google and the different apps within Google to run your business. So all you have to do is to click on the link to get more information and register for this online Zoom event. I'm saying Zoom. Assuming it's on Zoom. It probably is. Okay, here's another class tonight from 6 until 7. Design a Wix website for your business for beginners, part 2. So even if you missed part 1, Wix is easy enough that you can watch part 2 and still catch up, and they will probably do like a little review to catch everybody up. And Wix is what they call a drag and drop website builder. That's what I use for the Durham Skywriter. And it's really easy. If you want to write a headline, click on headline, type it out. Then you click on paragraph, type out what you want to say. If you want to import an image or a video, you just click on image, and then click again for the code, the link. Very easy. Well, it's not totally easy, but it's much easier than WordPress, which I found pretty daunting because I'm not the most technical person you've ever met. So that's going to be today. Design a Wix website for your business for beginners, part 2, this evening from 6 until 7. Here's another one from 7 until 8. Beginner's Guide to Sales Funnels, Unlocking Growth for Your Business. Definitely want to check that one out. That's going to be from 7 until 8 tonight. Okay, let me check score real quick. And I'm passing up so much information. I do invite you to click around and just see all the different posts on the word page. Very, very helpful programs and services. Okay, now let's see. Let's see if SCORE has anything going on. They do. So this one's online, so you can go ahead and register for this real quick because it happens in 15 minutes. So at 12:30, there's going to be an online class called Simple Steps for Starting Your Business, number 1. So this workshop is free. It's hosted by the Service Corps of Retired Executives, or also known as SCORE. By the way, you can get a mentor, so check that out as well. So that's going to be at 12:30. Now at 1 o'clock today, they're going to have another, obviously a different group, but still with SCORE. They'll be putting on a class called Engage, Grow, Succeed: Effective Social Media Strategies for Businesses. That sounds real good. That sounds real good. That's going to be at 1 o'clock. Now, this next one that I'm mentioning is going to be tomorrow, but it will be at noon, which means I will not be announcing it tomorrow because my show starts at noon and it'll be too late. So I'm letting you know right now that tomorrow at noon, there's going to be a free class online: tax deposits and filing a return to report payroll taxes. That's tomorrow at noon. All righty. And let's go to the health page. Let's see what's happening. Of course, starting out with the numbers for COVID. You can do that as you will. And if you will, you know what? I want to point out that at the top of the health page here, you see the graphic with the ambulance. So if you click on that, you can get the hospital emergency departments and the urgent care clinics. And we've had some new urgent care clinics pop up. Most of them are limited hours, but really good, like 8 to 8 or 9 to 9. There's one that I can think of that's 24/7. Um, there's one that I have listed where they come to your house, which is pretty wild. So definitely just explore that and just see what's available to you, just in case you. I had to go to urgent care once a couple of years ago. I was suffering from sciatica, and my back and my nerves were just. I couldn't even walk. I mean, it was really bad. Well, I could walk, but it was very painful. So my doctor couldn't fit me in when I called her. And she said, go to urgent care because the one that she sent me to is affiliated with Duke. So I went there and they fixed me right up. They gave me a couple of things to take, and it didn't totally cure it like right away, but it made it possible for me to actually walk without too much pain. I was still hobbling, but they really fixed me up. So if you have an emergency or you need to see the doctor and they can't fit you in, check out urgent care. All righty, let's see what else is happening. Um, Let me see real quick if there are some blood drives you need to know about, because you can literally help two organizations save lives by donating blood. So let's see, the American Red Cross. Okay, nothing today, but tomorrow they will have a crew, an American Red Cross crew, at Hemingway Hall, 6609 Crown Parkway. That's going to be tomorrow, 8:30 until 1:30, 8:30 a.m. until 1:30. Another crew will be at Southern High School, 800 Clayton Road, from 9:30 until 3. So that's the American Red Cross. Now I'm going to check the blood connection. They do the same thing. Let's see. Nothing today. But tomorrow, they'll have a crew at the Durham County Courthouse, 510 South Dillard Street. So look for the bus. So they'll be on this special bus, 10:30 until 2. So that's blood connection. And then later they'll be at Sprouts. I'll tell you about that tomorrow. All righty. Oh, wait, today's Tuesday. Okay, right. The Health Equipment Loan Program is open today, also known as HELP. What they do, they accept donations of things of self care, self transport, like canes, wheelchairs, walkers, strollers, that sort of thing. So if you don't need your wheelchair anymore or whatever, then go ahead and donate it to Project Access. They're the ones who run the Health Equipment Loan Program, and they will accept it. disinfected, repair is necessary. And here's the cool part. They turn around and then they loan it out to people who need them and don't have the money for it. So you can borrow any of these items for 90 days at a time. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, Suite 100. Now they're only open 2 days a week. So today, with it being Tuesday, they're open 10 to 2. And then on Fridays, they're open 1 until 5. So again, that is 4206 North Roxborough Street. And it's really great for people who don't have insurance, or maybe you just need something for a short term. Maybe you have a sports injury, you just got out of the hospital or whatever, and you don't have the hundreds of dollars to get a wheelchair. Here's where you go, get a wheelchair or whatever you need. All righty, let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, which is at 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown. Free parking, free membership. They've got a workout room, 2 workout rooms. They've got a theater, computer lab. And what don't they have? I mean, they even have a pool room. You can play billiards. And they have women's billiards. Is it Tuesdays or Wednesdays? I forget. But they accommodate everybody. I mean, it's a really cool place if you're 60 plus. So let me see. Let me see what is happening with it being Tuesday. Let's see what's happening this afternoon. They're playing Pinochle from noon all the way through 7. So they're open this evening. Crocheting at noon, afternoon bingo at 1, quilt making at 1, Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15, Kings in the Corner, that's some kind of a card game, 2:30 until 7, acrylic painting with Steve, that's $10 from 4 until 6, a very special event. DCSL band practice, forgot to mention, they even have a band. I mean, they're really good. So you might want to check them out. They're going to be rehearsing, but maybe you can tiptoe in and listen to some really great music live. That's going to be in the theater today from 3 until 4:30. Now, the fitness center and the tech lab with the computers, they will both be open for drop-ins from 5 until, they're open now, but I'm also letting you know that they'll be open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30 this evening, which is super cool. Cardio and more at 5:30, and then line dancing at 6:15. So if you're still working, 9 to 5, whatever, you can leave work and just work off your frustrations in the exercise room, in the computer lab, do some line dancing, get a cardio workout. So it's a great place to hang out, like I said. Even if you've got a 9 to 5, you could, on certain evenings, like tonight, you can go there and let off some steam, free of charge. And be sure to register your car, your license plate at the front desk, just in case. Now, tomorrow morning, muscle pump at 8:40, total body workout at 10, quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, Hispanic Heritage Group at 10, Super Agers Tech class at 1. And that's for people who love tech and need to learn more about how to use their phone, iPad, etc. All right, now let me see if there are any special events happening today, with it being the 18th. Let's see. Let's see. That's already happening. That's already happening. Oh, well, this afternoon, okay, 3:30, the Aging with Pride movie matinee. Like I said, they have their own theater. So they show movies in the theater. So they're going to have a movie called Nyad? NYAD? It came out in 2023. I don't know what that's about. Maybe it's New York associate's degree. No, I don't know. NYAD. Anyway, if you know what that movie's about, put it in the comments below. But they will start showing that movie today at 3:30 in the theater for free, and they'll give you free popcorn. Now let's see what else is happening today. I'll tell you what's happening tomorrow, because it's pretty much it for the special events. Now, tomorrow, they're going to have Oh, the RSVP will be giving a presentation tomorrow. Excellent. RSVP, that is the Retired and Senior Volunteer Program. They used to be over here. I'm saying over here, I live not too far from Durham Tech. So they used to be over at Durham Tech. They used to be affiliated with Durham Tech. But now, RSVP, I think they're sort of like a standalone, but they're also part of the Triangle. The name is so long I could never remember it. The Triangle Nonprofit Agency that's off of 15501. So they're a part of that now. So they will be at the Senior Center though tomorrow, the Durham Center for Senior Life, from noon until 1 tomorrow, talking about volunteer opportunities with the Durham Crisis Response Center. So if you have extra time, you want to stay busy, you want to help people, then these monthly programs are really great because they unearth volunteer opportunities that maybe you just didn't know about that you can connect with. So, like I said, tomorrow from noon until 1, they'll be talking about the Durham Crisis Response Center. Also happening tomorrow, painting with police, which sounds like fun. So tomorrow from 12:30 until 3 in the art studio, you can paint and socialize with police officers. Maybe you have something on your mind that you don't that you'd like to talk to a policeman about, and you don't know how to broach the subject or whatever. Maybe something weird's going on in your community, and you just want the police to check into it. This might be a cool, laid back, just low key way to discuss it with the police. Maybe you want to ask their advice about something happening in your community. But for the most part, it's all about painting, creativity, and hanging out with police officers. But again, I'm sure they wouldn't mind your discussing business with them as well. So that's going to be tomorrow. You do have to register though, because everybody wants to do it. So call 919-688-8247, extension 110, and go ahead and register for Painting with Police tomorrow, 12:30 until 3. And let's see. Oh, there's something else happening. Okay, tomorrow at 1. Okay, now this is going to be in the computer lab, evaluating health information online. So folks from the Cramden Institute, they'll be leading this free workshop, and it's all about the accuracy or lack thereof, depending on the site, of getting online health advice. So sometimes it's you never know. You have to know who to go to and who to trust. The Cramden Institute can help with that. So their free workshop, which is going to be tomorrow at 1, is all about online health information, and it's called Evaluating Health Information Online. 1 o'clock tomorrow. You might want to be there. Okay. And now, last but not least, we are going to visit the Let's Go calendar of events page. And let's see what's happening. We scroll down to 18. I'll tell you what to do right now if you're struggling and need some groceries. You need to head over to New Visions of Africa restaurant right now, because in 1 minute they're going to start giving away groceries, and they will be there until they're all given away. So don't despair. Just head over there now if you need groceries. There being 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to WD Hill, and they are served by the 5 and the 5K bus. If you're driving, park in the WD Hill parking lot. WD Hill, like I said, is right next door and was the site of the big community dinner, which was free a couple days ago. A big shout out to Kasib and his crew at New Visions of Africa restaurant, and also the Believers United for Progress. They're behind all of these activities where they feed the community, and I really appreciate them. So again, grocery giveaway happening now. Be there, 1306 Fayetteville Street. Oh, by the way, if you have a rollaway cart, bring it, because they give away a lot of food. Now, from 3 until 6, the same people, New Visions, they will be giving away meals, because not everyone has kitchen access. So, if they're living in a certain kind of way and they don't have access to kitchen or can't cook or whatever, and they're struggling, they're hungry, hop over there from 3 until 6, and they will give you a free meal. And they have picnic tables, so you can just sit there, maybe talk to Kasib, watch the buses and cars go by, and or just take it home, hop on the bus, take it home, and enjoy your dinner. Let's see. Oh, the Durham Toastmasters meeting is tonight. Now, Durham has at least three or four Toastmasters. Now, this is the what's known as the Durham Toastmasters, and they're hosted by Harris Beverages, which means from 6:30 until 8, you can actually go to Harris Beverages, which is at 1305 Hillsborough Road. And it says here to turn between the hot dog and Wendy's. So you can attend this meeting where you learn how to speak publicly. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a good way to learn how to speak online in front of a camera, like what I'm doing, which for a lot of people is scary. But once you get into it, it's really fun. So, and it's about the same as just about anything that's scary at first. You practice, and practicing in front of people, that can really help. So, tonight's meeting is going to be from 6:30 until 8. It's the Durham Toastmasters. Now, if you simply just can't make it because maybe just got off work like a few minutes before, you can't make it down there, then just attend via Zoom. Maybe you want to do it that way. So you can head home, maybe get a little quick dinner, and then click on the link and join the crew that way. Now, the Black and Brown Ballet class, did I tell you it's from 6:30 until 8? I hope I did. 6:30 until 8. Okay. The Black and Brown Ballet class will be held at the Hayti Heritage Center on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood this evening from 6:30 until 8. So you can learn traditional ballet technique in a class that starts out with the stretching and the bending and whatnot, balancing, etc. You have to be at least age 12 and a beginner or intermediate ballet dancer or student. Okay, now the Tuesday Blues Jam is being held at the Blue Note Grill tonight from 7 until 10. Now, if you play guitar, you play bass, and you want to, throw your amp in the back seat, don't worry about it. You can use one of their amps. You don't even have to bother packing your amp up. So if you're a singer, you can bring your own mic if you like, or just use their mic. And they also make, by the way, I shouldn't say they, but online, you can purchase these cute little microphone covers if you're worried about germs and COVID, the flu, that sort of thing. So that might be kind of something that you might want to do. You can get hundreds for like $10 from Amazon. Just letting you know, if you're a singer, you want to protect yourself. Because sometimes I notice when people sing into the mic, I can see sometimes their mouth hits the mic sometimes and spittle and whatnot. So, but I'm trying to be gross. Just trying to protect you. So if you want to get a cover, and they're disposable. So you would put the cover on, and then when you're done, you can take it off and throw it away. There you go. So that's going to be tonight from 7 until 10. It's free admission, and I'm sure they would appreciate it if you would. It's a restaurant, so if you buy dinner, they would love that. Now, tomorrow morning, Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church will be giving away groceries. That will be from 10 until noon tomorrow. They're located at 128 East Cornwallis Road. And again, that's from 10 until noon. Now, Catholic Charities also has a food giveaway. This is the Durham Community Food Pantry. Tomorrow from 10 until 1. So you go, I almost said there again. You go to 2020 Chapel Hill Road, Suite 30 in the Lakewood Shopping Center. It's in between the new Lincoln Community Health Center and the Scrap Exchange. So you know where I'm talking about. So you talk to a social worker, okay, and then let them know that, if you can't have dairy or pork, whatever, then you can get a week's worth of groceries. They also have diapers, they have pull-ups, newborn to toddler size, and big ones for adults. And they also have stuff. People are always donating clothing and shoes and whatnot for both kids and adults. So if you need something, maybe a jacket for your kid or whatever, just ask. And they might have it out back. But sometimes they have so much stuff, they just lay it out on the table for anyone to just take. So that, again, is going to be tomorrow from 10 until 1. And if you can't make it at that time, maybe you work part-time or whatever, you just know you can't make it. On Wednesdays, they do it twice, from 10 until 1, and then again from 5 until 7. All righty, let's look at the weather. Oh, Barb is here. Okay, Barb, I'll bring you on after the weather. Let's see. Let's do the weather real quick. Let me find my app. What? It's 60 to. I need to head outside now. Forthwith. It is 60 degrees out there, folks. It's going up to 67. And I'm sitting here in my kitchen. Okay, as soon as the show's over, I'm out. So, yeah, 60 right now. Going to 67. It's gorgeous. As you can see, the sun is out. Absolutely gorgeous day. Spring doesn't even start till Thursday, but we're getting a preview today. So, high of 67. Now, for those who are fasting, because it is Ramadan, let's see. Sunset is at 7:26 today. Now, tomorrow is going up to 73 and sunny. I'm going to cry. I love, look at Thursday, though. First day of spring, rainy. But we're getting 2 full days of sun today and tomorrow. Today's high 67, tomorrow 73. Don't let it go to waste. The rest of the week will be in the 60s, and here's Friday's going to only be 50, only 58. But anyway, that's the weather. Now let's see what's going on with Barb. So let me go to dynamic scene, add to scene, and then transition. Get ready, Barb. Here we go. Boom. Seamless. Barb, how are you?
Oh, I am literally shaking. I've been shaking for over 10 minutes, Patricia.
What's going on?
And remember the StreamYard story and alternatives, etc.? I think
Yeah.
I told you that I went ahead and renewed my membership for 2026 because I was offered a 40% discount
Sweet.
when I went to cancel it. When I went to cancel it, right? Well, they went ahead and charged me the full amount for the for 2025 and 2026 um before when I accepted the offer, they also charged me the 40% discount. But so I follow up with them and tell them that there's an error made, and they tell me, oh well, that's for your next year, 2026 and 2027. With the quality of customer service, I mean, just this whole I I'm sorry. I'm at the verge of saying swear words. I am just so devastated. But
That's why I left, Barb.
at,
That's why I left.
they could cause a heart attack. I am shaking. My blood pressure's high. I
Oh
mean,
no,
how
Barb, please.
stupid.
I
I
know.
and
You did not agree. You did not agree to next year. How dare they do that?
Well, I mean, there was nothing on the screen that says the following year. It was this year. So I mean, the stupidity. I mean, how many services do you subscribe to on the internet that don't have a support page that actually uses support at whatever their domain
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
And I bitched about that from the day that company started. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so excited, but that with
Deep breath,
Gage
deep
and
breath.
Dan,
Yeah.
I told them, I said, you got to have support at StreamYard. And so they have the Zendesk support.
Hmm.
But it's a total foobar situation. And
Wow.
they are now under that new ownership.
Yeah.
And
David
I
brought up.
actually
Yeah.
had people who work for StreamYard. I
Hmm.
reached out to a couple of them they were friends of mine.
Hmm.
And I reached out to them and well, frankly, I had actually submitted a post to the official group saying I'd like to know how, to properly do this, because I want to cancel it because I can't find a place to change my plan. I thought
Right.
initially, well, I won't cancel. I'll just go down to the lowest plan because I don't stream as much anymore, and I just, and I have the clients on there and so forth. I still need to support them.
Mm,
And I really felt that, I would at least stick it out at that level. But when they went ahead and charged my card and then charged it again
mm-mm.
for the other amount, and it's like tough luck. They didn't say that, of course, in their email,
Well, in essence,
but
they did. You
but
could do a
here
charge back though, right?
I just sent it back. I can compete. I can obviously go to my credit card company and challenge it, but look at all the hassle it's going to be, and it's going to end
it's
up
kind
causing
of
me a darn heart attack.
it's
And I
kind of
mean,
fraudulent too. But
and the
yeah.
whole way that it says, the last one that they sent me, because I in their last support, oh my god, they sent me at one. It was at 8:58 a.m. this morning. The
Mhm.
cancellation discount you accepted is applied to your next renewal, as mentioned on the checkout page. It did not say for 2026. It
Yeah,
said for this one, and this means that you see the discounted amount reflected during your upcoming
sure,
renewal
sure.
on the 16th of March 2026. Well, I never said I wanted to stay a year after that. I was canceling. And
Yeah.
they offered me this alternative to stay with them.
What a
Dumb.
disaster.
I mean, this is freaking me out. So,
Well, write them a sharply worded
well,
post.
I
Post. Let
sent them
everybody see it on the social media too.
I said it's not correct, and I would only accepted the 40% off if it had been for my subscription period, and I was very specific about the dates.
Mhm.
And it was nothing. And I went into detail, and I sent that to them in the last hour. So then, Patricia, what I did, I said, "Oh, you got to calm down." And then the notification of your live came up, and I said,
You were like,
"God."
let me go on the show and let them know
Well,
what's.
no, I it's not so much about the world. It's about
Well,
our
it's
adventures and live
frustrating.
streaming
Yeah,
together. And you loved using the product. And just yesterday, I said I think I worked something out, and I have extra seats. And if you want to join me, because we're both familiar with that platform,
sure.
and make it very easy. I mean, and
But the
we'd
new
have these
owners really messed it up. And Barb, I think you remember. And folks, we're talking about the live streaming. We're
platform that
we're
we all
old
use.
school live
Yeah.
streamers. So we're talking about a program that we both used to use for live streaming. I have switched over to a new program called EVMux. But anyway, that's precisely, Barb, why I left 2 months early. I was supposed to have been with StreamYard until February, and I left in December because
Oh,
I
I
was,
didn't know that.
yeah,
Did you
because
get any money back for those 2 months or
no, and I
not?
didn't care because
Okay.
I had heard that people's credit cards were being charged before their expiration
I
date.
didn't hear that from you. Oh my God. That is
Yeah,
not
that's
cool. That
precisely
is
why I left.
so.
That's precisely why I left 2 months early. I said, let me get out of here now because I'm someone who
Oh
really
my
can't afford
God.
those kind of shenanigans.
I can't either. Time and place. It's the worst month that could something like that could happen in,
Yeah.
but it's not what we agreed upon. And I have the company that bought them out. I have another product from one of their other holdings,
Oh,
and the same thing. The customer service in it has gone downhill. So I think it has something to do with the ownership and
oh, oh,
the
definitely,
whole thing. And it's like
definitely.
that's predatory practices, and I'm not going to just sit back and take it. I want some butts. I have
Good, seven, point,
it's a Top Gun moment. I just can't
definitely. And folks,
stand
for
that.
those of you who are watching, would you settle for a, anything, a product, a service, anything that changes hands and immediately doubles in price? That's another reason why I left.
Yeah, God, I
No,
can't believe it.
I
Well,
mean it's still a
I,
good product, but it's not as good as the one we're on now, which is EV Mux. you know.
Well, I can't, but on EVMux, I asked you. Remember, I asked you 3 questions, and I cannot find, like right now. If we were on Streamyard doing this, I could share it to my audience as well as you sharing it to yours. And if we
I
had
meant to
other
look at.
guests,
I meant to check that. Yeah, I need to
yeah,
check that.
that's
I'll
a
let you
big
know.
deal. That
Yeah,
is
it
a
is.
big deal.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the level of account I have, that immediately I have a transcript available
Mm-hmm.
to work from, even a bigger deal. And
Right. You wanted to know if a what's the word?
the transcript,
Transcript
um,
is available after the show. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Well,
because of
I
the
will.
AI now, that's such a, it's you can do it with AI so quickly that,
Mhm.
there's no excuse for not having it. Bottom line, at the,
Yeah, I did take notes. I'm looking for my notes, but yeah, here it is.
but
Yeah.
customer service, even if you have, no matter who you choose, if the
Hmm.
customer service isn't good, you're not going anywhere. And I just,
Yeah.
because people will talk, and oh my gosh, I am certainly not the person to provide poor customer service to.
Uh oh. They don't know who they're dealing with.
I'm not going to let it
You
fly.
know who I am.
If
Oh,
I
oh,
have to eh, pay
you're not
that
going to
for,
have to pay that. That's
well,
fraudulent.
yes, I
That's
mean, they've already
fraud.
charged me, but it's not, and doing this to me, I really, in this stage in life,
Hmm.
I can even turn it into a political issue because it is,
Mm.
so for us as seniors, that
Yeah.
it is very disarming. And
Yeah.
and literally, if I end up having a heart attack in the next few days, I'm really
Well,
going to blame it for
don't
it.
even talk about that.
Well,
And the new owners aren't in this country. They're in Italy. So yeah, it's not America.
I
The
that
the
is
the original
other
guys. This
countries is
new one.
a, yeah.
This new one
They
is.
weren't. They were in. The boys were going to college in Oregon, and they had from there, but they also were Canadian. But
Yeah.
where we are in the world right now, it's
Hmm.
very important,
Yeah.
very, very important to cover the bases. And
Yeah.
I'm extremely frustrated, but I hope you
Tell.
know,
But
at,
definitely take care of that. Definitely get a charge back and let them know on their Facebook, especially, what
oh,
happened.
I'm going to use their product as well as a competitor's product, and because it's a comparison thing, I just
Mhm.
thought this is getting ridiculous. If that's what they're going to do, if that's how they're going to handle it,
Yeah.
they have 72 hours to fix this thing, or we're going to go
Yeah.
to war. It's that
Yes.
simple.
Yes.
So if that's how I have to sign out in the world, so be it, because it's ridiculous to be taking advantage of us that way.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm
take
sorry that happened to you because I had been hearing. I was almost in a slight panic. I was hearing about the bad customer service, and I was also hearing about the charging the credit cards before your
It
expiration
was
date.
due. I wish I would have known about that, Patricia.
I'm sorry, I
Because
mentioned
I
a couple.
thought, well, I don't, I know I'm going to downgrade, and
Yeah.
I'll just get it done at least 3 days before was my thing, because,
Mhm.
and so I went through that process, but I did not learn until the 17th from their support actually responding as a
Mhm.
result of a couple of my friends, alarming them to the fact that I had this post. I took my post,
Mhm.
they had the post on approval as well. I'm not, but I took my post down in their group and didn't go ahead and submit it, although there's a lots of complaining posts about
Mhm.
features and so forth that are in the group, but I didn't feel like it was right to do complain that way. I didn't want to go
Mhm.
public. I mean,
Yeah.
all kinds of misunderstandings, and I had even extended a friendship offer to their guy that's heading headed it up
Yeah.
um, for them, that David, and
Mhm.
which is still hanging out there. But I doubt we'll ever
Rescind
be
that.
friends now. But
Rescinding that offer.
it's because we may need to replace them if there's,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I've know I was just on Reddit last week looking at the live streaming subreddit, and there are a lot of questions about features with StreamYard. A lot of things are freezing and not
Oh
working right
my
for some reason.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well, that's terrible.
yeah. So I'm glad I
Okay.
left. I'm glad I
Uh,
left.
Good for you. I have a lifetime in another one that was actually introduced just before ScreenYard, and
Mhm,
so
mhm,
I can use that for myself. That isn't an issue, and
mhm.
it also streams to other destinations. So,
Have
I
you ever
mean,
tried Jitsi?
nope, never even heard of that one.
It's European. It is old school. It's been around probably before anything. You could have
Oh,
as many people on camera as you like, thousands. Well, maybe not thousands, but dozens. And Jitsi is Jitsi. I played around with it with remember that guy from Blab? What was that guy's name? Uh, I forget his name. Shucks. He used to, like you. He used to always want to check out all the latest live streaming apps, and
oh,
so
there are several of those. Like Leland Best was the one that
that's
was
him,
in.
Leland.
Okay.
Leland. Yeah, and we were both amazed at how simple it was. It's called Jitsi, Jitsi. It's very bare bones, very simple.
JITS. I can't believe I never heard of that.
It's
Or it's
European, and
um,
you could join via telephone if you don't have a camera. I mean,
J
it's
I T JITSI.
yeah, it's
I'm
very big.
looking for something to write on.
I wonder if I still
That
have it on
is
my phone. Do I still have it? Let me see.
no.
Because
I'll
this,
write it down.
'cause this
Just
thing is like from the 90s or something. Do I still have it?
I
Oh
have to look
no.
it up because I mean,
Why did I take it off?
honestly, I mean, how
Take
did
it off
I?
my phone. I think I was trying to save space and I got rid of it since I never use it. But it's been around since like the 90s or
Wow,
early 2000s. It's
I've
ancient.
never heard it even mentioned before.
Check it out.
Jitsi Meat is what it's called. I see,
Oh.
and it's with an S. Jitsi with
Yeah,
an
yeah,
S. Is that what you said?
Jitsi. Mm-hmm.
Called Jitsi Meet, and there are YouTube videos. One from an introduction to it on YouTube in 2018. So it was at that time frame.
Oh, I
So at
didn't
that
mention it was
time,
totally free too. It's totally free.
but it was in 2018 when these other products were introduced.
Oh, other products?
When StreamYard and
Oh, the other live streaming
Be
app.
Live,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
the live streaming
yeah,
apps,
yeah.
StreamYard and Be Live, and I mean, we
Mhm.
all, it's unreal, unreal. I
Yeah.
am not happy. But
Yeah. Well, keep me posted
yeah,
on
and
what
what we
happened.
were talking about before, my offer is still open on how I'll be stuck with something for sure.
Okay.
Um, if we can work out a topic, if you're, not, if it fits into your schedule,
Okay.
um, really like to work on that because I'm actually excited about some stuff that's coming down, and
Mhm.
I want to be able to share that with friends and so forth. So I will see you
Okay.
back in one of our groups. Thank you so
Okay.
much for letting me vent.
Sure. And I'm sorry you didn't, because I had talked about it a few times. I guess you weren't, because you don't watch my show. I mean, you're not, folks. Barb is not a Durhamite, so yeah. So I don't
I
expect
get
people.
lots
I
of
don't,
friends.
I don't expect
I,
anybody who's not in Durham to watch Bull City Hangout every single day. But yeah, I did mention it, especially when I was very new to EV Mux and I was trying to explain my because I was very awkward with it for quite a while because of the learning curve. It was a little steep for me because I'm not as how can I put this familiar
yeah.
with uh, with live streaming as you are. Although I've been doing it for quite a while, but there's always a learning curve.
Well, but weren't you on Google Hangouts? Because I thought that's
Oh
when
yeah,
I
oh yeah,
started
yeah.
watching Bull
But
City
that was so
Hangout or
simple
something.
though. There was
Yeah,
nothing technical.
yeah.
EV Mux is to me the closest to real television,
Okay.
where you're dealing with scenes and.
Well, they've added that pretty much that capability in StreamYard and in Be Live.
Oh, did they?
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. So
Oh,
I think that just kind of as part of this transition over this last year.
oh,
But I think we really need to do a deep analysis of what's happening now. But let's just we'll see how this story turns out. If I
okay. Well,
have to, um,
I
I
think I'm
will
still a
stream
member.
about it.
I think I'm still a member over there at StreamYard on Facebook, so I'll keep an eye
Yeah,
out.
you are. I looked. I have 111 friends on there,
Oh, ooh,
and in there, and you're one of them.
okay,
Gage and Dan are still in that group
okay,
as well.
okay,
But I'll we'll talk about it later. You have an awesome rest of your day.
okay,
What
Bob.
is in store tomorrow?
Now tomorrow, good question. I might pre-record the show because I think I would like to give out information. Oh, actually, I have to hit all the masjids and mosques this week. So depending on how I do this afternoon, I might either um,
Pre-record.
yeah, because we actually had I'm a senior pharmacist, and we had the poster translated into Arabic because there are some congregations with actual foreign people from foreign countries who may prefer to get their information in Arabic. So we had the senior pharmacist poster translated into Arabic, with it being Ramadan, with Eid coming
Mm-hmm.
up when everybody's at the mosque. Then
Right.
I figured that'd be a good time to distribute these posters. So that's what I'm doing all this
Yeah.
week. So I might be live tomorrow. We'll
Well,
see how I do today, but
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see.
So
I might
I
have to.
hope your weather cooperates for you and there's no more
Oh
big
yeah.
fires surrounding you all. So
Well,
it's been
actually, it's going to
terrible.
be. Actually, that's I'm glad you brought that up because today and tomorrow is going to be sunny and it's going to be raining the next day. I was going to put everything in envelopes in case, because unlike churches, it seems that mosques and masjids, they don't have like the office lady sitting there all day. So if you sometimes go to certain mosques between prayers, nobody's there. So I don't want the stuff to sit outside and get all wet and whatnot. So I might put them in uh, Ziploc plastic, giant Ziploc plastic bags or something. But anyway, be that as it may, I do have to go because I promised I was going to pick up some gear from Senior Pharmacist at around 1 o'clock, and it's just about 1 o'clock now.
Well, you have a great day. I'll take off.
You too, Barb. Just keep
Okay.
me posted as to what happens, okay?
Will do.
Okay, I'll see you
Bye.
soon. All right. All righty, boy, I could hear the frustration in her voice, and I know it's very frustrating, folks. I appreciate your patience. I wanted to say hello again to the Durham County Department of Social Services, DSS. Hello, very happy that you're watching this show. Love that, and I want to give a shout out to Meharry. That's Meharry Medical College. It's in Nashville, Tennessee. I have cousins and relatives there, so I think well, actually, both Angie and her husband are doctors, so I guess they went to Meharry. I'm not sure. I know my sister went to Fisk, and my dad's sister, my aunt, she lived. Actually, she was a librarian at Meharry, which is pretty wild. But anyway, I'm going to take up your whole. I've already taken up your whole lunch hour. So anyway, you have a beautiful afternoon. Let me tell you again what the weather is because you might want to do what I'm doing and head outside immediately. It's 62 right now. The high is going to be 68, it was 67. Now they're saying it's going up to 68. Totally sunny, sunset at 7:26, and then tomorrow is going up to 73. Total sunshine both days. And with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Either the show's going to be pre-recorded or I'll do it later or whatever, but I'll try to do the show tomorrow as close as possible to noon. And with that, ciao for now.